Hello, everyone. Another day, another stream. First up, Respect versus Hugh, the Russian player. I mean, I think his name is Nev, but I should really recheck how to pronounce his name. Respect is pretty unbeatable in collection unless the map is a bit weird, so... Probably won't last long. Yeah, putting pressure on the other team with your machine gun and sniper is pretty powerful. Also, nice job of Respect there, not dropping the resource when you're machine gun. Most of the time you don't want to drop it. Unless you specifically have a target to shoot. Yeah, I agree that this seems to be unfair, Benedict. And we got a 5-minute break. Nice. I'll be back when the match. I didn't like before the tournaments that some players weren't included in the tournaments, because basically there's a lot of players that just never play tournaments, and I was just really excited to see them in the tournaments, like for example Raining. And there were a few players like Harbinger of Crazy and like Torden Soa and someone else, I forget. There was another high level player that wasn't included. But looking at the tournament now and seeing all these AIs by players that don't play anymore or haven't played a certain mode or stuff like that, I do understand now that it's probably more fun for the next tournament to have a bit stricter entry requirements, maybe a bit less matches too. I've personally suggested that you shouldn't get a team unless you have at least 1100 in each mode, maybe, or something like that, on top of the Gold League requirement. So, elimination. Elimination is the one mode where Respect sometimes drops the ball a little bit, so we'll have to see if that's the case in this match. I'm going to quickly check what my delay currently is, because I think it was a bit high earlier. Okay, so my delay seems to be about 10 seconds, so sorry about that, but I don't think I can fix that. I am on low latency mode, I think. Let me double check that. Yeah, I am on low latency mode, but I still seem to have about 10 seconds of delay, so sorry about that. So it doesn't seem like Respect is gonna give up any room here. Yeah, I don't think Nev's AI is good enough to push back against Respect. I do like that Respect is still using the shotguns, even though it seems like high-level players are getting a bit sick of them. Like there's a slight consensus that shotguns aren't entirely viable in 8v8 maps, and the question is if some AI like Ardendons that really utilizes those shotguns, if that offsets, if there's enough maps where you can force asymmetry that it offsets the 8v8 maps. But I feel like at some point it might not be viable to run shotguns in elimination. Okay, so the next game, Arcuit versus Synergen. I can't remember if these players are near the top. I don't think so. I don't have access to proper ratings right now, and I didn't want to spoil myself for today because there's some nice matches coming up that I would like to react to as they come. I've had one spoiled for me, but that's about it. So I haven't even seen my own matches, so we'll see. Also, since I'm 10 seconds behind on commentary, I will probably have to do a little less of the more play-by-play style like I did yesterday, and maybe keep it a bit more conversational. because otherwise it's gonna be annoying that I react to things that happened 10 seconds ago. Okay, so it seems like RQ is just a bit too slow. Really fast collection from Synergian. Pretty decent pressure for such a low-level player, but it might be one of those players that that has improved a lot since the tournament started without playing enough ranked games to show that. So I do think there's some bugs there. Like if you're at short range of a base to score at, you should probably try to score, or at least have a calculation that says if I have this amount of shield, I should go for it. Domination. Both players are fairly low level, with Synergian even being below the magical 1000 line. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably just gonna be very messy, but it'd be very funny if no one ends up stepping on a base and it just ended in 0-0, because this is exactly the sort of map where that might happen, because the bases are all sort of out of the way of the spawn points. How far were you into the tournament? I don't want to check because I don't want to spoil myself, but I think we're about halfway. I think the final match is on February 4th, I think, for the qualifiers. So the actual tournament starts on February 4th. That's when the finals happen. Okay, so we might be seeing a base capture there. Nope. Yeah, this might very well end on a 0-0 with 2 deployed AIs, which is hilarious. There were some really funny matches yesterday, and Herspect and I watched a few of those, and we had a lot of fun laughing about them. It's just so crazy. Oh, almost a score. Not really. I think it went up to 5%. Oh, I'm reacting too much to the game. I should keep in mind the delay. And it seems like that will be enough for RQID to take the match, since RQID took a base now. Purely by accident, it seems. Just fled onto the base and then even managed to increase their score a bit. So I'm going to call out when the clock hits 2 minutes for me, and then somebody maybe can tell me how much of a delay I actually have. So it's 2 minutes left right now for me. Okay, so more than 15 seconds. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm sorry. Not sure what I can do about that. I already refreshed my browser a bunch of times. It seems like the low latency is a bit high today. Probably not a lot that GFX can do about that. So yeah. I mean, it's not like this match in particular requires a lot of play-by-plays. This is a funny match. The sniper on the right there for Synergian is so skittish. Like, if anything even looks at it, it seems to flee. I wonder why these two players are in the tournament. They must have just barely qualified, because up next is their elimination match, and it doesn't seem like they're super high rated there either. Synergian has a 1351, which is decent in elimination though. So, but I think these two players just. I mean, Synergian does have like a below 1000 score in domination. So they must have just qualified, because I don't think in overall 3 modes they have any scores higher than 1200 thereabout. I don't know what ranking they are currently in the tournament. I can't check that without spoiling myself. Up next, their elimination match, which should be fairly interesting. I've said this before, Benedek, but 1100 in all 3 of the modes. 1100 basically requires you to play an AI that doesn't have massive bugs, like having no movement section at all. There's a lot of players between 1000 and 1100 that just have plain broken AIs, so getting to 1100 is just a question of deploying any old AI that does something useful in the mode. And it did seem like Arcuit had a few nodes that actually went to bases, so. But yeah, if you look at this match, there's a big difference between the previous matches, because 1200 versus 1300, that's already real Gladiabots. There's a huge difference between an 1100 player and a 1200 player. It does seem like Arcuit will get himself into trouble here with all of the different flanking options available, but it's still anyone's game right now. Slight lead in score by Synergian, but I don't think that means much. On the other hand, it does seem like Arcuit will easily clean up the entire bottom section, and then it should be over with a 4-0 score. Yeah, I think Synergian in elimination just not enough pressure. I'm always a bit surprised when I see these 1300 plus AIs that are so defensive, because I feel like they only really work in an 8v8 situation. Because if you want to do a very defensive AI, you probably at least want to do some aggressive movement to cluster up to avoid getting into these really messy fights. So yeah, I would have loved to see Synergian's AI perform in a different match setup, because this seems like it was mostly just not a great setup for them. On the other hand, Arcuit doesn't seem to be putting a lot of pressure either, also electing to shoot mostly from long range. Though there do seem to be moments where Arcuit's AI steps in a fair bit closer. Takes so long to finally kill it. Up next, Stu Pedasso versus JLo 95. Both players have a really solid collection AI. I've personally had a lot of problems with Stupid SO's AI, so I know how good that AI is. But in the tournament, I think we've seen a few cases where Stu's AI kind of loses the plot a little bit against the faster AIs, and we do see JLo going for that early score on the bottom there, so that's a really big point because it puts a lot of pressure on that resource at the bottom there that's by itself on a Stupid SO side. So Stupid SO should really be thinking about scoring that shotgun resource as fast as possible so the shotgun can dive back into the game. Shotgun is going for, well, for you guys it probably is already past it, but for me it's going for the middle resource now instead of going for that unprotected resource at the bottom. It does seem like JLo is not interested in capturing that bottom resource. I think JLo is another one of those AIs where there is no code to detect that you're losing, so it sort of doesn't panic at all. Because if it would go for that bottom resource, and then it would probably be over for Stupid SO. But unfortunately, that's not the case here. JLo is only going to start freaking out about that lost resource when all the other resources have been scored, at which point it's a fair bit too late. Though JLo does have the option now to stop the final score there on the farthest resource on the bottom. But I don't see JLo having enough time to deny both of those scores. Then again, there's a lot of bugs in Stupid SO's AI right now, where it instead of scoring, ran away with the resource. So. Yeah, sorry, needed to open my drink. So as I was saying, JLo did have a real chance to take that game there by stalling out both of those resources for Stupid SO. Bit sad that the bug happened earlier with the scoring for Stu. But Stu seems to have a really good collection AI, but it sort of just flops its matches now and then, which is probably also what my AI looks like for most matches. I'm going to take another few minute break here as Stu and JLo fight out their amazing domination. Okay, next game up is Arafas versus Grumble. Both players are about 1200 level, so it should be a fairly even match. The map is it's very compact, so it will come down a bit to combat, I guess. Grumble didn't go for the central resource, immediately goes for a resource steal. I assume that Grumble's AI is what Takeshi calls the E-type, which scores enemy side first, which is actually a wrong characterization, I think, of those AIs. I think what is actually happening is that Grumble's AI goes for the closest to ally base resource first, which puts a lot of pressure on the enemy. I think it's a viable strategy. Arafas seems to go for a more traditional approach, but Arafas doesn't seem to have a good scoring section, so the bots try to score at the worst base possible. Both players seem to be getting stuck with combat a bit too much, though the shotgun does seem to go for scoring a lot. I think the first score for Arafas was at the bottom there, so maybe Arafas tries to score at closest to ally base, which is of course the wrong decision in most cases, so Arafas probably needs to add a bunch more score nodes to figure that out. Arafas also seems to spend an inordinate amount of time on that shotgun at the top. I think we have a high chance here of seeing a game that just ends on 1-0. Though Grumble does progressively push closer and closer, so we might be seeing Grumble score those two resources close to the base. Yeah, so we did see Arafas's position collapse when under pressure. Interesting that Grumble doesn't seem to put a lot of pressure on the assault bot that was trying to score at the top earlier there. Not that it's gonna matter. I think at this point Arafas collapsed completely, and Grumble will be free to score at least enough resources to win the match here. The next match is gonna be Arafas versus Grumble again in domination this time, where Grumble has a really low score, so probably favors Arafas there. Sorry if my commentary today is a bit slower than yesterday's. These early matches seem to be fairly low level so far, so there's not a lot to pick up there. Domination. Arafast nicely seems to go for bases here. Grumble does seem to go for scores. Both players are looking to put some pressure on it, it seems. We saw earlier that Arafast seems to be a bit weaker in offense, so I wonder if we will see that return in this domination game, because that's going to play a big role. It does seem like the extra aggression here plays more into Arafast's cards than in the previous game. Because Grumble is very skittish with this fleeing. Yeah, it does seem like Arafast is a big favorite here, and I don't think that Grumble's strategy of being very careful and deliberate is gonna work in this mode, because the spawn points are just way closer. And the biggest problem here is that Grumble is not putting enough pressure on that shotgun, maybe, that keeps stalling out bases. Then again, that shotgun keeps dying really quickly, so... The reason that Grumble stays closer in score than you'd expect is because a lot of the bots have been standing on bases for a lot of the time. If Grumble stays on bases here with a lot of his bots, he might still be able to pick up the win. I think he's at 2 plus 1, 3, 3.5 scoring bases versus just 2 for Arafast. So enough to equalize and still win, which would be an upset, I guess. I think I'm gonna take another break here and return when the Viva versus D-Dagger elimination match is played, because it looks like Viva only has an AI in elimination. So yeah, I think I remember from yesterday that Viva only has a deployed AI in elimination. For me, the match is still going, by the way, and it seems like Arafast will take it in the end, because Grumble keeps getting pushed back. Oh, there is a deployed AI here for Arafas. Interesting. Because it doesn't seem like Arafas played any games in ranked yet with that score. So. Or it might be that Arafas has an elimination AI from previous season. I don't exactly know how that works. So. Yeah, and again, Arafas seems to be on top in this mode. Interesting. So Arafas might be a player that we might see more of into the future. I think Grumble's been playing for a while too now. I mean, 1290 in elimination is a pretty decent score, and as we can see, it's a pretty decent AI too. No major mistakes made, easy cleanup. All right, next match, Viva 2 versus D-Dagger. If my predictions from yesterday continue, then Viva 2 should be a massive favorite here because of the steep slope that is existing around 1400 ELO. So Benedict, are you Liros? I didn't know. That's interesting. So yeah, it should be an easy win for Viva here, because the gap between 1350 and 1450 is for some reason a huge gap. D-Dagger seems to have a problem that a lot of the 1200 year one life. Wait, didn't you have another nickname on Twitch? I'm very confused. I should probably read comments when I read them because the people on YouTube might not read these comments, but so a lot of the 1200 players seem to have an issue where their elimination AIs are way too defensive at long range, which means that the 1400 level AIs are just better at finding ways to go inside when safe. Personally, I like starting with an AI that is overly aggressive and then tuning it down until it is where I want it to be, rather than making an AI that's really draw heavy at long range and then trying to find ways for it to be more aggressive. I find it way easier to start from an aggressive base and then expand from there. But in any case, you see a lot of 1200 players and even some 1300 players that are just super defensive, which I've mentioned this before, but I don't like it because it causes a lot of draws, and I play this game for fun. So whenever I draw an elimination, I feel like I just wasted 5 minutes of my time. That might just be me. I love how D-Dagger's AI goes, maybe I should grab a health pack when it's pressed in a corner by 8 bots. Liros versus Mons Pubis. Okay, so this should be an easy win for Mons Pubis because, as Herspect mentioned yesterday, Mons Pubis is quite underrated in collection and is quite a bit better than his rating suggests. I think Liros also slightly better than his rating suggests, so but I expect Mons Pubis to easily take this. Libros does seem to use this strategy where there's a lot of rapid collection going on, which might cause problems, but in this case with this map, it's not really the case. We see some nice examples of Mons Pubis's machine gun bots trying to do this disruption thing, but I think it doesn't quite work out in this map for him. So. It seems like Revenge might be joining me on the commentary later. I'll have to work it out on the Discord. I'll set it up so I don't get double sound when he joins. Domination. Again, it should favor Mons Pubis here. I think Mons Pubis is also not undefeated, but close to the top still. I think he dropped a few matches. I think Mons Pubis is now at 3 losses or something, but still very much in the running for that coveted final 3 spot. Just slightly less chances than the early goings. Yeah, I don't see a big free path here for Leros. Because Mons Pubis has a very good grip on those 2 bases, has bots on those bases. Does seem to leave the bases now and then, which might be a good idea if you're 15 points ahead. Hey, Revenge.
Hey, should I watch my matches now, like for Gladiabots, so that they get uploaded? Is that what I do?
Why would you do that?
Oh, I thought that's how they upload, but I guess not. It's not showing on the tournament. It's not showing my match results on the tournament page yet. Is that because I haven't watched them, or does it just do that automatically?
It's because you haven't watched yet, but if you just wait, the stream will watch them. Like the streamer watches the games.
Oh, okay, so I don't need to do anything. Okay, no, got it. Cool. Open up the stream.
It starts with red team and then goes green team and blue team. So your matches should be upcoming in about an hour and a half, I think.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm on the stream page. So cool.
We're watching the domination game between Leros and Mons Pubis, but it's Mons Pubis is just dominating.
Yeah, that's not very close. I mean, they're only 70 ELO rating apart, but
Mons Pubis is highly underrated because he's been improving his AIs for the tournament, but not actually testing them in ranked.
Yeah.
So for example, if I would have to guess, his current collection rating is probably close to like 1400, but in his actual rating is like 1100. So
yeah,
and I would think he feels a lot stronger than at 1250 in domination too. He's probably like 1350 in domination.
Yeah, I've been actually keeping up with my ranked matches, so my elo keeps showing up as my true elo, unlike some other players. So
yeah, it's funny. There's like 2 or 3 players like that, like Mons Pubis.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So like every match, my rank just goes up, I think. It's kind of fun to watch. I might have.
You might be a really annoying player for the last bit of the tournament, where the top level players will have to start to fear losing against you.
Well, I played a lot of the top level players. Like I played almost everyone except like GTR, as far as top level players so far. So most of them have it out of the way.
Is GTR still in the top? Because I think GTR lost quite a few matches already.
Let me check. According to,
I mean, you should probably not say out loud because you might spoil the viewers.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because the tournament page already has today's results.
GTR is still doing really well though. He's still towards the top. Yeah. I'm not spoiling anything though. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I think he dropped to like place 6 or 7 at some point though. But I think then some of the other players lost, so I think it's now like a tie. Everyone is around 18 points, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, Mons just crushed it on that tour. Like they couldn't push into his 2 bases at all there.
Yeah, Mons is really good at base defense in domination, which especially on 3 base maps is a powerhouse. And then this is of course Mons' best mode in domination.
No shotguns from either side. Is shotgun just not that great in Olymps? Because I tried running it and I dropped a bunch of elos. So, but I haven't seen anyone.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but so shotguns, there is some question if they are viable at the very highest level, but they are certainly viable up to at least 1700.
Okay.
Maybe 1800. So unless you're in the top 2 or 3, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm at like 1500 ranking right now, like 1490. So.
Yeah, they're definitely viable.
So at that rate.
I mean, I'm 1615 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I use shotguns. So. Arden Dawn also has a few ghosts at that range, which are also shotguns.
Yeah.
Basically, if in an 8v8, shotguns are a bit weak, but in all everything else, the shotguns are really good. So.
Yeah, I just found it hard to like get value out of them because you'd have like 8 bots stacked together, and the shotgun can't really push past medium range.
They can't do.
They can't like get in short range very easily.
They can't do anything versus
from my testing, it was just really hard to push into short range with them. So I was just like, and at medium range, your assault bats are going to do better. So you're really using the shotguns for the threat of the short range.
I think shotguns have like double the DPS at medium range that assaults do, but I'll check. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it's slightly weaker actually.
So, yeah, you're correct. Yeah. They're about equal actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think assaults are slightly stronger, but
yeah, 825 versus 750. Yeah.
The real advantage of shotguns is the amount of pressure that they give to bots. In 8v8 Elim, you might be able to actually like in the situations where you have like 1 or 2 bots by themselves, they're fantastic because they can just push in and kill them instantly. So. They do. Yeah. I think there is a.
So we're watching KOCI versus One Life right now. It seems like One Life is going for the center resource here, which gives him a big advantage. But KOCI seems to have slightly better combat AI. So One Life doesn't have a safe base anymore to score at right now, so that might be a problem going forward.
Yeah, Chaos's AI for collection has actually been kind of strong this tournament.
I haven't checked the results. Has he won a lot of his collections?
He's won some surprising ones for sure. I don't know if he's won a lot. Right now, this is going to be a hard position to push, though. I don't think Chaos's AI is going to be able to push for the extra resource.
What KOCI does is like it doesn't go for the resources, but it goes beyond them and pushes the enemies. And it seems like that strategy is a lot more viable than I assumed at first. And it does seem like KOCI will be able to score, by the way.
Yeah, their shotgun made it.
Yeah. And it is fairly close to One Life's spawn points right now, though. So I'm not sure if KOCI will be able to score a 3rd resource there or 4th resource.
It doesn't look like One Life's able to push past Chaos AI's resource hogging very well, though. Like Chaos AI is pushing so hard that that One Life is having a little bit of trouble actually dealing with it. I kind of wanted to make a bot like Chaos AI's because it's such an aggressive strategy and it really works.
I've been using I've been working on a similar strategy and it worked really well for me. So I might be trying to do. I really would love a competent small node AI for collection.
Yeah.
To tell me a little bit more about that mode, and it seems like maybe an overly aggressive one might work.
Yeah.
So I'll have to play around with it, but it does seem like it's a viable strategy. I just think that Chaos AI specifically is just not well rounded enough to
really capitalize on it.
To actually capitalize on it, yeah. Though I think he's slightly underrated because 1185 feels a bit low for what I've seen so far from Chaos AI. So I don't know. Might be closer to like 1250. Yeah. One Life is pushing back right now, though. It seems like Chaos AI is folding a little bit. And again, One Life CI in collection, I assume it's about 50 nodes like most of his AIs, so it's really impressive how much One Life can do with just the little nodes. If that shotgun on that base dies, then it's certainly One Life's game. But oh, there he goes. We're 15 seconds behind on the stream, by the way. That seems to be about the delay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, so for the watchers, it's a bit annoying that we comment on stuff that happened 15 seconds ago. But
isn't there like a low latency mode? I thought we have that enabled.
We are on low latency mode.
Yeah.
Because the normal Twitch is usually about a minute.
Oh, okay, got
it. We have about 15 seconds, but I'm not sure why it's so high today. Because on previous days, I think we had more like a 5 or 6 second delay. It seems to be 15 today. What can you do? It does seem like Chaos AI has a domination AI, but it's rank 1000, so it's probably just the elimination AI.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna be able to capture a base unless it's by accident.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen, but no, they're just gonna move them.
It happened earlier, by the way. There was a match where neither AI had a code for domination, and the winner ended up winning with like 3 points because the bots accidentally grabbed the base at some point.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, I think 2 out of the 3 bases never even got captured by either player, but like one of them got captured accidentally.
Wait, did both players deploy AI that wasn't for domination then? Or?
Yeah, or yeah.
That's hilarious. So Chaos AI managed to capture one of the 3 bases here, but I don't think he's going to be able to push into another one. He doesn't even have the code for it.
Yeah, and I think he might not even be able to hold on to that one base.
Looks like it's going to be a little tough. Like, they're just going to walk off when the shotgun appears.
Yeah. I mean, the way that the spawn points are laid out, Chaos AI might be capturing that one base over and over and over, but I doubt it's gonna do anything. Yeah. It seems to be just the elimination AI. Yeah, because I assume the movement is something like move to closest to edge enemy or something like that. One Life says that I can tell you why I won collection. My AI focuses too much on resources, and since Chaos AI removed the distraction, I was able to fight more. Yeah, that might be the case. That the one bot difference really mattered there. But also it seems like Chaos AI is like a good strategy, but not a very good execution. So when it goes wrong, it tends to go really wrong. You just lose the plot, which is something we've seen from a lot of the lower level players, where their AI just kind of folds.
Yeah, it's not really a very consistent AI overall.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad, it's a good AI, it's just not consistent enough yet. And when it comes to Gladiabots matches, you really do want consistency. So so that you can routinely come on top.
I mean, my own collection AI is really not consistent. It's really hard to be consistent in collection, I think.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why I'm ranked in the top 4 or whatever it is of collection. I really don't have a good AI. It's weird.
Yeah, I recently tried adding my elimination sniper to my collection, and I gained like 108 elo. So that's been working out for me. Just having a better sniper, because snipers are really good at holding ground in collection. They're also really good at holding ground in domination too. Just a shame that this match is so one-sided.
I have some ideas on how to stop snipers from being so good at holding grounds, and I'm hoping that if I figure that out correctly, I might be able to use it to my advantage in some of the modes. But
yeah, that might be a game changer.
The problem with snipers basically is that they are very sneaky about how they deal damage. Like a lot of my code is if my shield is below a certain percentage, do this.
Yeah, what you have to do is you have to do it for like really high shield percentage for snipers, like 75% plus in order so that you're not taking damage.
What you could also do though is store your shield in a counter, like store your percentage in a counter, and then subtract certain incoming DPS values, and then just use that instead of if my shield is this. Like something like that might work. But yeah, the problem with snipers is that you might be already dead and you don't realize it. Like your shield reads at 100% and you're already dead. There's like 0% chance of running away. You're dead, but you don't. This is what happened to you in yesterday's elimination match, right? Where your bot was already dead, but you didn't manage to calculate it that it was already dead.
Yeah, all of them. It was being targeted by multiple ones, but I was at full health, so I thought, and at long range, no one was in medium, so I thought I was fine. My bot got one shot.
I don't think that was a matter of luck, by the way. I think that was a matter of your opponent using the tutorial by Buckhurst, which explains how to sync up your different bots so that they deliver damage in the same tick.
Oh, really? Because I talked to Omega, and I think he said that he didn't actually program that. It was just.
No, that's really interesting. I assumed it would have been Buckhurst.
I was just really impressed, but I didn't know that Buckhurst had a tutorial that just teaches that. I'll have to check that out. That's pretty interesting.
It's on YouTube. It's something like making a Grandmaster framework or something like that. It's super old though.
It's like One Life's gonna close out elimination. So that should end.
Yeah, One Life's elimination AI is like fairly
and
decent.
That'll end at 2-1 for One Life. So
I don't think I've seen a single loss of a 1400 plus player against a 1400 minus player. There's a big steep wall at around 1400. I mean, you can attest to that, right? Because you crossed that wall recently. Like, there's a huge difference between an AI that's like 1300 or one that's 1400.
Oh yeah. I'm still at for elimination or collection. Which one are you talking about? Because for both.
Elimination.
Yeah.
Elimination.
Elimination. The big wall.
It is.
There's a big wall at 1300. It's like 1350, and there's another huge, ginormous wall at 1500. Crossing past 1500 is when you fight against like all of the top like 15 players on the leaderboard. So that's a huge hurdle there. You go against
there's
like
so few
Elvin
players at that range that you keep playing. Yeah, you keep playing like every match is like Ardent Dawn or Mai or. So
N2's shotgun looks like it's gonna sneak one here, but. How do you say Koyanoko? I think is how you say
Koyanoko. Sounds right.
Yeah. Koyanoko's sniper AI is really close to that resource. So if he can push the bots away, he could probably score.
It's funny. It's funny how Japanese stuff sounds in an American accent. You guys always put so much stress on all the syllables. It's funny.
Yeah.
Like my first impression would be to say something like Kuyonoko, and but like with an American accent, it's always like Kuyonoko.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I like it.
Very stressed.
It's funny when I hear like younger kids talking about Naruto, because they're like Naruto. So funny to me.
Yeah, it looks like N2 is gonna come on top this round. So there's N2 just needs one more resource to score,
N2,
right? N2 could really
N2
grab that resource at the top and then just score to win, right?
Is there still one left at the top?
Yeah, there's one. Just top right, my bad. But there's a resource he has at the top right. He could just rush it and score, but it's hard to optimize your code so that you know how many are left to score. That's actually kind of I've had some.
Yeah, because if N2 tries to score the other resource, then the problem might be that that gets pushed away at the bottom. Oh, I see. There's two up there.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You can just score both. I don't know how to actually count that though. How would you count how many resources are left in relation to score advantage, disadvantage? Oh no.
You should look at Takeshi's video. Takeshi's video explains all of that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out then.
I have a different system though. What I do is I calculate how many total resources there are on the map. For example, 9. So I know I have to have 5.
That collection.
And then I take 5 minus my score, and then it says, for example, you need 2 more, and then I pick the 2 closest resources to whatever.
Okay.
And then I pick the farthest from that group.
Yeah, so it looks like...
I tag, for example, the 5 closest resources to my ally side, and then I grab the furthest of those 5, like the hardest of those 5.
Alright. Got it.
Yeah.
So it looks like NG's gonna come on top this one too. Just a dead match.
Yeah, Koyonoko only has the collection.
Got it.
Doesn't have any other AIs.
And I think
they do have like an elimination AI, but I think it just runs. It doesn't even have movement. What I usually do when there's an empty domination match is that you get a guaranteed 5-minute break. Yeah, there's a lot of those, and it's always a 5 minutes.
So
for some reason, domination is the least popular mode, it seems.
Yeah, and N2 won the collection mode just then, though, right? Like in the last match.
Yeah, but N2 had a guaranteed win today because it's against Koyonoko. I don't think Koyonoko has... Yeah, no, because he only deployed one AI, so there's just no way to lose against Koyonoko.
Oh yeah, who was the other one that did that? Mixuzel? Something like that? I'm sorry, I don't know the name off the top of my head.
Scuzzle.
Yeah.
Scuzzle does that, but I think there's like 6 or 7 of those in the tournament. There's a lot of like players that only play one mode in here.
Got it. Well, it did just include everyone, so it sort of didn't test if they had multiple modes for some of the people.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of making it a limit of 1100.
Yeah, I feel like that would have solved a lot of the problems. Because if you have at least 1100 in each mode, then you at least have
some people were pushed.
Something.
Yeah, some people were pushing back against that idea, but I looked and in the entire tournament, there's almost no one that has an AI that's below 1100. And like for real, like the few AIs that are below 1100, they're all really buggy.
Yeah,
so
even
I think you should just make it that you have to have 1100 in each mode.
Yeah, either that or even if you made it 1050. Like even if you were like, oh, but I'm not even that ranked. Well, you could make it 1050, or 1025. Like the point is, people that don't have those AIs won't deploy at all. Like they'll stay 1,000.
I think 1025 is a bit too low because there's a lot of AIs that are around 1050 that are just garbage.
Yeah, that's I mean that's true too. If you want a fair.
And I don't mean garbage. I don't mean garbage in the sense of it's a bad AI. I mean garbage in the sense of it's just the collection AI. It doesn't have movement code and it just sits there and does nothing. There's a lot of 1100, even a lot of 1100 players with no retreat because that still works at that range.
Yeah.
I don't mind those, but I think anything below 1100 is not gonna add much value to a high level tournament. So I would just say 1100 in each mode and gold overall or something. And then maybe a bit less players per team. Like I would make it maybe 8 players per team instead of 20, because we just don't have enough active players. I feel like the bottom 5 players of each team haven't really, like, they're still fairly weak players, unfortunately.
Hey, I think I'm like in the bottom 5 players of my team.
Well, not anymore, right? Not anymore, right?
Well,
You're like the number 5 player in your team.
No, I'm not. I lost my matchup against Omega. I still haven't seen the results for my latest match.
You're the number 5. You're the number 5 player in green right now.
Really?
I just checked.
Oh.
Yeah, you're number 5.
Okay. I thought I was a lot lower than that.
No, now what does make it interesting is that when the tournament started, I think you were near the bottom. So
yeah, I was one of the lowest ranked players at the beginning because I did not.
Yeah,
I was against all the strongest players, and I'm not at the level I was now.
But you're right at the top right now. You're only 100 points different with G-Trust, for example. You're 200 points above Provisor, who is, I think, still like the number 2 or the number 3 in the tournament right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like 400 points above Scuzzle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pretty high ranked right now, man.
Yeah, I've been grinding about like 200 matches a day, so and I've been climbing on average like 70 elo. I'm sorry, season rating.
You should watch this match, by the way. It looks like Koyonoko doesn't have an AI.
It's just sitting there. Oh, here it comes.
This is one of those example AIs that is below 1100. It is actually an AI, but I mean, do you want this AI in the tournament?
Okay, I see your point now. I see your point why putting like something like 1020 might not work, because it's really not offering very much of a challenge. I mean, this is also N2. To be fair, this is N2, but the shotgun's just backing up. It's not even firing.
I love how N2 is fleeing from with his, like, look at the snipers.
And it looks like if you look at the very bottom, the bot isn't even attacking. The assault bots aren't even attacking.
Man.
I think.
Yeah, no, that single sniper is keeping those 2 snipers at bay. I should remember that and abuse the hell out of it.
Yeah, hey, if you get against N2, just set your sniper to randomly target snipers.
Yep. I mean, I'm not even kidding. If that bug doesn't get removed from his AI by the time the finals come around, and if I do get into the finals, like I might have to do that, because that's a massive bug.
And dude's just gonna be like, what the heck's this?
Yeah.
You don't run shotgun though. So you couldn't, but because it would be really funny to just use that bug and then just throw a shotgun at his snipers. So they're just sitting there.
I do run shotguns.
Oh, in elimination, right? You do. So you could totally do that. All right. So
yeah, I get your point, because you could totally stall out the snipers and then move in with the shotgun.
Yeah. So
that would be hilarious.
Looks like AoE's going
AoE versus Smuggler.
Going for the right play with sending an assault bot to bottom. There's a lot of resources down there that we can capitalize off.
Yeah, but it does lose the center resource at the top.
Yeah, but I think
what AoE is doing well is that the entire team is spread out along the bases, so it might be hard for Smuggler to win this.
Yeah, Smuggler will have to really defend their resources from AoE in order to win this, even with the extra resource.
I think it's Aoi, by the way. It's another Japanese player. I keep seeing Aoi, but it's probably Aoi.
Aoi? I don't know. I'm just gonna butcher whatever name.
Aoi.
Aoi? Look, I just butcher every name I talk about, so I'm so sorry to fight. I just
you're one of those people.
yeah.
I see.
I'll just call it AOE because now I'm not using the wrong letters. I'm not even using the right letters now. I mean, it pronounces right.
By the way, for the people that are really confused, Revenge and I have been decent friends for like a long time now, right?
Yeah.
So we keep making fun of each other.
Yeah, we've been friends for a while. I think we really started being friends once you saw like my top 25 node AI that got ghosted its way to Grandmaster rank.
I think you were inactive at the time, and I think you came into the Discord like a few months later, and I was like, oh my god, it's revenge.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got stuck for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you actually tried making like similar AIs that were very aggressive. You made a whole series of them. You called them the revenge AIs or whatever.
Yeah, vengeful, whatever. Yeah.
I actually updated my guide this past week with my latest strats, so.
Oh, can you still access the forum?
Yeah, it's on. The forum's inactive to. It's not inactive. You're not allowed to create new accounts. But if you already have an account, you can continue to post, and you can also edit those. So yeah, I updated it, and at the bottom of each of the updates, I always put what I updated. So you can just scroll to the bottom of the post and then just check the sections I updated.
Your regression guide is one of the few tutorials online I think that's actually worth reading.
Oh, thank you. That's a big compliment.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of to be fair, a lot of the guides that are online are totally trash. I don't want to name names right now because we're on stream, but there's a few guides that are written by players that never got higher than like 1100.
Yeah.
And they want to write a tutorial because there aren't any, and I get it. And it's fine. I'll compliment them on it, but it's on the other hand, it's also annoying when a bunch of new players come in and say like, "Hey, I read this guide. Can somebody explain this part?" And it's like, yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. That's why you couldn't get it to work because it doesn't.
I mean, even when I wrote my guide, I was like platinum rank when I wrote my guide. I was really low ranked, but I just wrote it because I wanted it's like you said, I wanted people to have some idea of what to do and where to go. I knew my guide's not perfect. A lot of the things I
mean, your guide did work for yourself, right? Because you might have been inactive, but your ghost got to ground.
Yeah. Yeah. This is actually a really close game. Like, I'm enjoying our conversation, but this game is turning out really close. Especially considering the difference in the elo. This is intense.
Yeah, I think that
is Smuggler actually going to win this? This is crazy.
I think Smuggler is going to win this, yeah. But I think Smuggler pulled off a few upsets, so it might be that their domination AI is just really underrated. I think Smuggler is also like Mons Pubis and has been updating their AI during the tournament without playing ranked with it. I'm not sure. Okay. But I think Smuggler pulled off a few upsets already. Yeah, those shotguns, man. Those Smuggler shotguns that just keep a hold of the entire bottom section. It does seem like Aoi has has an AI that still sort of plays like last season's domination meta.
Okay.
With not enough bots on bases. Because if I would put more bots on bases like Mons Pubis does, then it might be really tough for Smuggler to win this. But I don't see Aoi still winning this, though. It's gonna be close if Aoi can grab that bottom base, but even then, it's not enough, right?
Yeah.
50 seconds left on my screen. Yeah, I don't see how you still win this. Yeah.
I mean,
I've been thinking about riding
if he took the bottom 2 bases at this point, I don't think he could come back. He'd have to take all 3, or at least take 2 and stall 1. But the shotguns are.
I mean, it's 30 seconds left. You can't win. You can't score that many points in 30 seconds. I've been thinking about writing a counter in domination that, or I've already written parts of it, but that tells me if nothing changes right now, who wins the match.
Oh, interesting.
Because that's interesting, right? Yeah, it just calculates like how many points per second am I scoring, how many points per second is the opponent scoring, and how many seconds are left, and what's the current score. And just tells you like if you want to win, something has to change.
Is that a bug with AoE's shotgun taking the force field, or is that like intentional?
That's actually Rainin's preferred way to do it.
Well,
grab force fields with a shotgun only.
I'm confused. I don't understand any domination strategies. That's why I have like nothing in it about my.
I can actually explain that one, I think.
Okay.
So the best combo to have on a base is a machine gun and a sniper.
Okay, yeah. That's really strong, hard really tough to push.
Yeah. So if you put your machine gun and your sniper on one base, and then maybe the other machine gun and the other sniper on another base, that leaves your shotguns to go out and capture more bases.
Oh
right?
No! Look at Smuggler's AI on the force field. It's sitting there. I don't think it protects all of them. It just protects one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Their assault bot had code that said move towards force field, but it wasn't capture force field, so they just sort of sat there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that's a common mistake. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you have your machine gun and your sniper on one base and another base, and your shotguns go out and try to capture bases, and then if you have more bases than the opponent, what do you do with your shotguns? You could put them on a base, or you could grab a force field.
Oh, I see. Right. So it just makes it harder to push. Because if you're winning, you have a shotgun and a force field, it's just more damage they have to go through. And the shotgun has a pretty decent field size too. I mean, for their shield size.
Yeah. I don't quite know how it works out if players just shoot at them from long range and kill them, but yeah. I guess they have a high shield though, so it would take a while to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like at the very least, it would slow you down, and you would have to stay at long range, so it'd be fairly annoying to deal with. Though I guess then your best strategy would just be to just rush into medium range and just take care of it. This is gonna be a fairly easy victory for
How's the sound quality going for everyone? Is it good? I mean, I guess I can just listen in because I'm not the one shooting.
Yeah, it's 15 seconds difference. To me, you sound fine. A little bit thin, but that's fine. Is my mic sounding okay? Because it has moods.
Smuggler's not doing bad for an 1150 AI against a 1470.
Yeah, like I said, I think all of their AIs are underrated. I think Smuggler's been playing a lot, but not in ranked. I don't understand why AOI hasn't managed to kill off that shotgun at the top yet, though, because, I mean, it's 2v1.
Yeah.
Once those shotguns start flanking the group, it might go fast, though.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna close it out.
Again, a 1400 player versus someone that's not 1400. It's
yeah, it wasn't a bad hold actually from Smuggler.
You see the weakness. You see the weakness of the shotguns there, though, because AOI has fairly skittish shotguns, and they're still getting damage because Smuggler has like 5 bots in the group. Like, if Smuggler would just mostly ignore those shotguns, they would just not be an issue. can hear your typing.
Oh, sorry. I was just... Never mind. I'll stay off Discord.
It's fine. People can probably hear my typing too.
Yeah, but my keyboard's exceptionally loud. I was actually just going to message on Discord so I could just send it to the tournament page. Every match that we're doing, I was just going to ping the players in the match so people know what's happening. I just thought that'd be cool, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. I don't mind some typing noises. I just wanted to let you know that I could hear.
Okay, cool. Do I actually have?
You can type away. Do you have a mechanical keyboard?
Yeah,
is that,
I have a mechanical keyboard. Let me make sure that. Hang on. Okay, cool.
I don't think that would be my favorite.
I have a mute button, so just one moment.
So Turn GP versus Elven Monkey today, huh? This is a really important match. Oh man, and Raiden versus Arden Dawn. All of the great matches are coming up. So okay, we have
these players are both really highly ranked.
Elven Monkey is behind, I think, but is ahead in score. So I think Elven Monkey might be able to win this. Or stall it out.
You think Elven Monkey's going to be able to? But they're way behind, and all the resources are on Turn JP's side.
Yeah, but how is Turn JP gonna score resources?
I think Turn JP is going to come out.
If Turn JP scores that one, he's got it. Yeah, okay, yeah. A little too late for Elven Monkey.
Yeah.
So that should be game right there. Yeah. Okay, so it's 1-0 for Turn JP right now. I think Turn JP and Elven Monkey are both still near the top. I think Elven Monkey dropped down a little bit. But I think
there's
JP...
like an entire resource metagame for collection that's like really actually complicated. And a lot of people don't understand how much the resource part actually plays into collection.
Yeah, my collection AI is like 75% score and capture node.
So this is an interesting match. Right now, both players are evenly matched as far as bases. Looks like Turn JP's going to try and steal it.
I would expect this match to be the closest out of the three, and I think it slightly favors Elven Monkey, actually.
Really? But isn't Turn JP capturing two bases? Like, they didn't even try and stop his shotgun from capturing.
Turn JP is better. Turn JP is better at domination in theory, but I think Elven Monkey has played more recently, and I think Elven Monkey has an AI that's a bit troublesome for Turn JP that just slowly creeps in. So if Elven Monkey can slowly keep pressuring Turn JP, at some point the game might flip. The question is how many points ahead is Turn JP at that point. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure if it will play out that way.
Ah, okay.
If Turn JP wins this match, then it's over, right? Then it's 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
So I'm kind of hoping that Elven Monkey wins, so it gets interesting. Oh, it seems like Elven Monkey's sort of...
Well, here's the thing. Turn JP has his bots constantly dying, but they're also spawning right next to the base he's holding. So that's actually the wrong push. That's actually the wrong base to push right now, because they're going. That's an easy base to take back. They should all of Elven Monkey's bots should actually be pushing the bottom base because there's fewer bots nearby.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually wrote a code that counts the number of bots near a base and then pushes that base. So if an enemy Yeah, go ahead.
I have a piece of code that tells me which bases are closest to the spawn points.
So if an enemy has less bots at short and medium range, then it'll push that base. That's what my code is. The only problem is that my code's really bad at defending. My bots just sort of attack bases one after the other.
Yeah, I have no clue yet how to properly defend either, because I've been writing a new domination AI, but I don't know if it's gonna be good enough to start using it in.
I'll probably need to modify my elimination AI and for collection, and then I'll be fine. Because my elimination AI is actually like my highest ranked AI right now. It's pretty good for sniper. So yeah, looks.
By the way, Elven Monkey is also on the Discord. By the way.
Oh, I didn't. I tried to ping him, but I didn't see him on the Discord when I. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Rainin isn't on Discord, I think, but Ardent Dawn is.
Okay. Cool.
So it does seem like Elven Monkey is able to grab hold of the bases like I expected, and now the question is if it's not too late. But it seems like Elven Monkey is going for that third base too, so it might be an Elven Monkey win here.
Yeah, Elven Monkey is making a comeback. This is and there's still a minute.
I called it. I called it. I'm the genius.
Yeah, you did say Elven Monkey would probably be their strongest map.
Yeah, I did say that Elven Monkey would make a comeback and that then it would depend on how much difference it was.
Yeah.
Elven Monkey actually is only a half a base ahead because Turn JP has 2 bots inside the base, so it's scoring that one base way faster than.
What's the rate at which like the points score? Like if someone has 2 bots on base, is that scoring?
Each bot counts as half a base.
Each bot counts as half a base. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 bots on a base, then it's like you have 2 bases.
That's like an extra base.
So 2 bots on a base with 1 base is as much as 2 bases empty, right?
And I think that's gonna be the difference because I think Turn JP is gonna take it here.
Yeah.
And also I think that Turn JP might actually have some code for that.
Huh.
To near the end of the match to be more aggressive about staying on the bases.
Yeah, that's gonna close.
Yeah, and Turn JP wins it.
Elven Monkey almost came out on top.
That was a really interesting match. Yeah.
I know the tournament commentating just started. We didn't do any of my matches yet, right? Or your matches, right? Like we didn't comment.
No, because we're still on red team. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Like this is the
so we
this
do
is
red
the first
team,
match
then
from green.
Blue team, then green team. Is that how it goes, or?
No, green and red, green and blue. So I'm like 3 hours from now. I guess. Well, I'm the first match for blue, so maybe not that long. But.
All right. So
this is not an important match anymore, I guess, because Turn JP already got this, and he's already winning against. That's interesting because I would expect Elven Monkey to have a slight advantage in elimination, but I think the map was really messy, and I think that Elven Monkey doesn't deal perfectly with messy maps yet. It's a very new AI that Elven Monkey made there. It's I think Elven Monkey started playing again like maybe a month ago tops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You remember when Elven Monkey was still streaming and top player and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I remember when Elven Monkey was like top 10. When I first started playing, I couldn't actually break through any of the GM players. They were all like too good.
Yo. Yeah, because you started playing like way before me.
Yeah, I joined. It's actually like I made a Twitter post of me joining Master Rank the first day I started playing. So I have my first day of Gladiabots actually set. Let me just.
Like you might have started playing in 2017 actually. I joined in early August 2018, like maybe a week before the Steam release came out. Because I remember buying the game and then a week later receiving a Steam key and being like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah.
Which disclaimer for people watching that don't.
So
own the
I
game,
started playing May 10th,
do that anymore.
2017, and.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Because you stopped playing around, I think May or June I think, and then I joined in August, and then you rejoined in September or something. So I think you skipped most of the summer months.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, so I started playing in May 10th, 2017. Then I played a lot for like a month, and then I skipped a bunch of months after that. I made it to like Grandmaster in a week, and then I just stopped playing because I got frustrated. I couldn't get higher.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us happened,
tags didn't exist back then either, right? I know now we have counters and tags, but back then tags.
I think tags existed already back then, but I think they were like exclusive tags or something.
Yeah, they did. They actually like took up space on your AI to use. I think.
Sorry, I forgot to put my phone on.
I should probably do that too, but I think the tags actually took up like an action to use back then. That was the big difference. So.
Oh, it's
So Elven Monkeys.
I got a message from like a political party to ask me if I wanted. Blah blah.
But Elven Monkey's actually still in this for now.
Yeah, it's a nice comeback.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it.
It's a minute 20, and Elven Monkey still keeping all of his other bots alive. Even though he lost one early, he's still not doing bad. He's still holding his ground at least.
I just noticed I have a bunch of alarm clocks set, so I'm gonna turn those off so my phone doesn't start making a ruckus.
Yeah, looks like Turn JP's going to close this match out too. It's kind of too hard to tell. Because at the end is when sometimes bots have like really weird programming at the end where they rush and things get really messy, which is fun to watch.
Yeah, I don't get. There's not a lot of players that do that, but I don't get it in any case. Why would you rush the last minute of the match? Like,
I mean, if you're losing, you don't have to lose, right?
That's true. Yeah, I never considered it that way. Maybe I should have something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Also, I feel like there's never a point where I can do something better than I'm already doing. It seems weird to me.
Especially with your bots, you have shotguns. Like that would be a really good rush strat. If they're still alive in the last minute of the match and you're down in score, then you might as well rush through. I would set your code to rush the lowest health AI left so that you can score a quick kill.
I doubt it will work, but yeah. Okay, so the first match of Rainin versus Ardent Dawn.
You said
in theory this should be an easy win for Rainin, but
yeah, you said that Rainin's not on it, but Ardent Dawn is, right? On the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, I pinged Ardent Dawn. So. Yeah, I actually lost 0-3 to Ardent Dawn when I first started the tournament, so I think Ardent Dawn's collection AI is probably a little underrated.
Yeah, maybe.
And so is Rainan's.
Ardent just hasn't had a ton of time lately to play the game.
Yeah. Both these AIs are probably really underrated in collection, right?
No, I don't think so. Well, 1035 is maybe 1200.
Is Rainin really just 1250 in collection though?
Oh no, Rainin is not underrated because he is, but okay. So with the new season, Rainin started a new AI, and it's only 50 nodes big, and it's about 1250. But for this tournament, he deployed this AI from last season, which means that it's not adjusted to the current meta, which means, I mean, I would guess that this AI is probably like, I don't know, 1500, 1600, but not more than that. It's not as dominant as the, yeah.
So he's still like 300 points underrated to the elo it's showing, right?
In the tournament, yeah. I don't know, maybe Rainen's been playing Collection and I haven't seen it yet, but I don't think I saw it. So I think this is just the AI from last season without any tweaks.
Okay, but that's still 1,500, and Ardent Dawn's still like 1,200, right?
Yeah,
okay.
It should be an easy win for Rainen, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
their
you've got all of those free.
Doing some good work there. Grabbing
Yeah, I was about to say you've got all of those free resources at the bottom, right? So
I mean, Raiden has a pretty solid hold on the top resources, and his bottom one's now taking it too. I don't know.
Yeah, because he's gonna have one of those counting systems that I have, which will just tell you like you're doing something that's not.
Assuming the top Rainen just wins, that's 3 points. That'll bring him to 4. Even if the bottom shotgun takes all 3 of those, would that be? No. The resource by blue base will be what decides the match, right? Yeah.
But since the shotgun has been like now that Rainen's shotgun is at the bottom too.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I think it's over now. I think it's over.
Not going to be able to take all 3 of them.
Yeah, I think it's over now. Unless Ardent Dawn is able to stall out Rainen at the top. Because wait, so it's going to be 3-3, and if Ardent Dawn manages to score that resource, Ardent Dawn might win this. And this is Rainen's main AI, so that would be really exciting because Ardent Dawn has a slim but existing chance of beating Rainen in elimination. So if Ardent Dawn wins this match, that might be the biggest upset of the entire tournament. That still wouldn't mean a lot, but it might be a huge upset if this match ends in Ardent's favor. Because Rainen is gonna have an extra bot at the top now too, right? Oh, Rainen is gonna score those resources at the bottom. Will Ardent be able to respond to that? It's a far way though, only 50 seconds left. Like there's no way that Rainen can score another point.
No,
I think Ardent wins this.
Oh wow,
I think
that's
Ardent
really
wins
far.
this. There's not enough time left. How?
Yeah, they need to. The shotgun would need to drop it, and because the shotgun carries the shotgun carries at the same speed as assault, right? If I'm not mistaken, they all.
And Ardent is closer to her base than Rainen is to his. So even if Rainen scores that bottom resource in time,
it won't be enough.
Ardent will win. Yeah. So Ardent just won.
Wow.
Against Rainen. Wow. This is amazing. Love it. Yeah, because like Ardent does have an existing chance in elimination. It's slim, but it's there. So we might see Rainen lose a best of 3 here. That's crazy. Well, I'm rooting for Ardent because Ardent is also a good friend of mine. I talked about it yesterday with Spec, but we recorded a podcast.
Yeah, I've talked to her a couple of times.
Yeah, we recorded a podcast a week ago and something. Ardent's my buddy. Okay, so it seems like Ardent doesn't have. Yeah, it seems like Rainen's AI is adjusted to the new meta and Ardent's isn't, so it'll be nearly impossible for Ardent to win this because there's just not going to be enough bots on bases.
What's the new domination meta you're talking about?
Well, it used to be that a bot on a base only counted for like a fifth of a base, and now it's half a base.
Oh, so that really changes how defending bases works.
Yeah. It's way more important to put bots on. It used to be that you had to put five of your bots, meaning almost your entire team on a base to score an extra base, and now you can just put 2 on there. So it changes a lot of the meta. You can see it by the score too, because it's been 2 bases each the entire time, but Raiden is already 12 points ahead.
Because Rainen's getting a base and a half from his extra bots, right? From his extra
actually, maybe even 2 bases, if that. And now it's 2.5 bases, and he's denying Ardent Dawn's bottom base.
Oh yeah, so he's getting like 2 whole extra bases worth, which is actually pretty.
2.5. So he's at 5.5 bases, and Ardent Dawn was at 1 base. So he's scoring 5.5 times faster than Ardent whenever he puts that shotgun on that bottom base. Yeah, that's a huge difference. And we can see it in the score too, right? He's scoring 4 times as fast right now. So yeah, there's no way that Ardent wins this one, but well, you never know. Maybe she'll win elimination. That would be really cool. It would also be cool if the first player to be
surprisingly strong this tournament.
She hasn't been deploying actively though. I think she's busy with work, but she might have made a tweak here or there. Like, knowing Ardent, I haven't talked to her about Gladiabots in a while, but knowing Ardent, she's actually watching all of these games very closely. I mean, there's a good push going on in the middle there, but it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, see, my code is that if I'm winning, I sit on bases, but I don't actually have code optimized in domination yet for if the bases are equal, sit on a base. So I might need to change that up a little.
Yeah, I'm thinking that there could be a few simple counters to count most of that stuff, and then you can just do it.
Yeah, I probably already have the counter set. I just haven't coded it for equal yet, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I just need to work on it, but I've been busy commentating more than I've been playing, so that's probably not a good idea, but... Oh man, I just want this to be over so we can watch that elimination game. Do you think Ardent Dawn has a chance of beating Rainier in elimination?
I'd say there's a chance for sure, based on just how strong I've seen their bot. There's a chance.
I hope it's one of those maps where it's a really messy start. Because if it's just an 8v8, then yeah, it's gonna be boring. It's just gonna be raining. If it's a really messy map, then it's gonna be really cool. I love how Rainin made his bots green for the tournament, by the way, because he's.
I actually
green.
Switched some of my bots to green color too for the tournament.
Yeah,
it's just a fun thing.
Ardent is team green too, but Ardent's bots always use the same colors. So
they go for the pink and blue style.
Pink, blue, and white.
Oh, okay.
It's in support of trans rights.
Yeah, I know. My sister's trans. So.
Yeah. Which is cool. I mean, I would love Ardent to win against Rainin because I think it would be cool that the first player to beat Rainin would be a female player, one of her female players.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because we don't have a lot of female players. It's not a messy map.
It's also doing a good job of holding back Rainin shotgun at the bottom. So far, neither player has.
It's not a messy map. Oh. I'm disappointed.
Not a messy map? Oh, when they get split? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
more it's more of a group effort here. Ardent just took the first damage of the match there too, with their assault. They took damage. Yeah. Rainin's pushing really hard, and Ardent's headed towards the. It's not even 4 minutes in, so this is a little worrying. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's no way. If Rainin gets these bots together,
there's a small possibility Rainin could push so hard that his bots get crunched in between the middle, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think my AIs are one of the only AIs that Rainin has trouble with, funnily enough. So.
Yeah, I can't really win against your AIs. Well, I won against your 7-node one, but that doesn't.
I don't have a really good elimination AI. Like, I think I'm slightly overrated right now, and I'm not even in the top 3, I think, or top. I'm top 5 only, so.
Yeah, I'm only top 15.
Yeah. I'm more like the 10th best player or something, but for some reason the Rainin keeps drawing against me, so.
Oh, well,
Rainin started losing.
Ardent Dawn managed to hold the line on the push there. I wonder if they have code border, or if near border, or if they're just managing to hold. But this might actually end in a draw if Ardent Dawn manages to hold the line.
There's a slight chance that this pincer that's going on, where they're getting like a 90-degree angle on Rainin, is gonna cost him, but I don't think so. Like, see how there's a 90-degree angle going on, where Ardent Dawn is pushing into Rainin from 2 sides?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, what I was saying. If Rainin gets sandwiched between both sides, it could turn into a win for Ardent. Like, positionally, Ardent's doing all right. The only thing that worries me is how much Ardent keeps backing up, but that might actually turn into an advantage here.
Yeah, because the angle that she's gonna start retreating at some point is gonna be decent, but I don't think so. I think Rainin is gonna start pushing towards the bottom, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Maybe a draw would be fun right now. But we're still only halfway through the match, and Ardent's bots are almost at the wall, so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, no,
it's gonna be trouble.
Oh, no, they're running into the wall. Yeah, Rain's gonna take down the one bot right there, and yeah. It's a shame, because if Ardent was able to retreat a little bit further, they would have been good. I've actually thought about like using a retreat where you move for half a second, right? And then you retreat for half a second, but then you move for half a second towards a force field, then retreat again. So sort of like you're mostly retreating. Like for every 2 times you retreat, you move 1 towards a force field.
G-Trust uses that method to extract his shotguns from the wall.
Who does?
There's also this theory. I have to do the math because it's gonna be fun math to do anyway. But if you run from the bot that's closest to the wall within range of you, then you run parallel from the wall. And it depends on if you're short range from the wall and they're long and they're medium range, then it depends and stuff like that. Like there's some guarantees you can get where running from certain
to run the wall. Got it. Yeah.
And it should be fairly simple too. It's not like
it wasn't a complete, even though it was a loss. Ardent Dawn did have a good position against Rainin at that halfway point. Like it could have easily turned around if they were able to push a little bit more.
It would have been a nice upset, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen this time at least. So
that's one of the boring things about this tournament is that we all know that Rainin's gonna win.
What? I mean, he'll get top 3 for green team, but I like to think I have a chance. I just have to win every single one of my next matches, including the one from today. So
if you get to the finals though, you won't have to play Rainin, right? Because you're a green team.
Yeah. So.
No, but my point is Rainin's gonna win it because Rainin has a victory rate of like 99% right now in two of the 3 months.
Got it.
Yeah. Like not even even N2 in elimination only wins like once every 10 matches or so against Rainin.
I'm gonna.
If I get to the finals, I'm just gonna deploy Smart because that's my only AI that seems to win.
Does Token have Discord or no?
Not that I know, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I didn't see it, so.
There's some names that I remember better than others.
So Bruno actually looks like he's going to close this out.
Fast, yeah.
Oh, actually, it depends on No. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's over. Bruno is also slightly underrated, I think. But it depends. Tolkien has been playing some really decent matches so far in the tournament, so it's been fun to watch.
So Bruno looks like
I have a really fun.
He's using the base strat, but Token's taking a bunch of bases. So
Have you seen the way that? Have you seen the way that Token's shotgun captures a base?
Yeah, well, what's the deal with that?
Okay, so the idea is that if you're outside of the base, you want to move in towards the center, but you don't want to get stuck like in that very center spot. So you move in for like, I don't know, 10 steps. I think it's...
Wait, how do you even measure that?
Yeah. Just with a counter, just count it up as you're moving in.
So like capture for 5 bases, move towards closest enemy for 5, something like that, right?
Yeah, and the way that works is by centering to the center point every time. You make sure that your bot faces the enemy better, and then if the enemy tries to take that base, you're in front of the base and not behind the base. Because a lot of players, myself, my old AI included, will stand on the edge of the base and then be really easy to push out.
So you actually want to be on the closer side of the base so that it's harder for them to push in. Interesting.
So I don't know if that's actually Token strategy, but that
looks like what it is.
Yeah, and that's a really cool strategy to keep recentering yourself. You only lose like 1 tick that it doesn't measure the bot every 10 ticks or so. It shouldn't matter that much. So I kind of like that strategy, and I have a similar thing already. So. But mine doesn't do the back and forth that way, so maybe I should actually do that.
Yeah, I should set something like that for my bots too. It's a good strategy.
I think it's better to, at some point, stop doing it, like recenter yourself and then start shooting, maybe. I'm not sure. Also, it's really important in domination, since everybody shoots out of range all the time, that you don't have one of those retreats that says, if 2 enemies are shooting me, flee. Because there's gonna be a bunch of enemies out of range shooting you.
This is a really close game. I'm so impressed. Both players are really holding up.
Yeah. Especially Bruno, since I don't think Bruno has a single domination match in ranked yet. Just funny. I like the it's like the Craftly AI with playing domination with 6 shotguns. Like, you wouldn't expect that to work, but somehow it does. But isn't that the case with all assault AIs? You'd think that it wouldn't work that way, but they do. I don't know why. Is it because of the rapid retargeting? I don't know. Because how is it that assaults are so good at what they do? Because assaults are like the worst bot in DPS at long range. They're like the second worst bot at medium range. Like, well, I guess no, the sniper is the second worst at medium range. But then again, a sniper at medium range is just so dangerous. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm watching the match.
Yeah,
It's like so close.
You're fascinated by the match.
Oh yeah, it looks like Token's gonna close it out though, because with 4 bases, all Bruno would have to do at this point is just all 3 bots at the top. If they just rushed those onto the point, they could have actually probably closed out the match with a win.
Yeah.
Because I know we've seen domination AI, but where people put at the last minute they just stack all their bots on the base because they know they're not going to be able to take, because it takes, how long does it take to capture a base?
Domination.
15 seconds? 10?
I don't know by heart.
It's a decent amount of time to capture a base, especially having.
Yeah, I think it's like 15 seconds to capture. So like switching a base from one player to the other is like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, long, so if it's like the last minute, sometimes people will just sit on a base because it's better.
That's why I want those counters, so I can be able to say like, don't bother recapturing a base right now, because it's not going to work. I think that's also part of the reason why that slide
Bruno's already 2 ahead, and it's 4:30 into the match.
Yeah, Token is one of those AIs that doesn't have a retreat, really. It just walks in and dies.
And looks like their force field dot is just taking damage. It's just gonna sit there and die.
You should look at those bottom bots, that the shotgun and the machine gun and the assault, and see how little they actually attack.
They're not doing that though. They're holding a 3v4 down there. Well, a 3v4 because one of them died again. But the bottom bots aren't doing that bad, but but staying in the force field is just gonna kill your bot, because
it's interesting that Bruno's AI does so poorly against Token. It seems like Token is an AI that is like, it's triggering Bruno's AI to make more mistakes than it would usually do.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Sometimes facing off against lower players, you just make mistakes that you wouldn't normally because they're not playing the way you'd expect them.
I mean, it's like that bug in N2's AI earlier, right? Where the snipers got stuck on one sniper because it kept retargeting.
Yeah, it's probably that same situation.
Man, on one hand, I want to tell people about that bug, but I don't want N2 to fix it. He's probably watching this because he watches the streams.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have mentioned it. Should have just made a mental note and use it to win. Though I'm not sure if you'll be able to exploit it easily if the rest of your AI is just not as good as his other 6 bots. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, good. That'll close it out.
Okay, so now we get a bit of a break because it's Scuzzle, and Scuzzle has only the elimination AI, so we have like a 7 minutes break. So I'm gonna grab another soda because I'm out of soda. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm back.
I'll come back. It looks like we still have another dead match after this. Because wait, no, the Skuzel one's the one he actually deploys, right? The for elimination is the one that's actually a match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why people have such problems with getting pinged on Discord? I've always found that weird. Like, well,
see, I hate getting pinged in servers because if I'm like playing a game or something, it actually interrupts me. Like if I'm playing and then I get pinged, I have to like open up my Discord and see like who pinged me in the middle of a match. So it's just
why would you check that?
Because
if I'm playing a game, I won't check my Discord.
I know, but like sometimes like either like my girlfriend's messaging me or I just have to check where the ping's coming from. So
you have sounds on for ping?
Yeah. Most people do.
Oh my god, that's horrible. I would literally
for the thing is if you
why wouldn't they just turn off the sound then?
The thing is though, it's good to be pinged for matches. That's the only thing like that I think is worth pinging if like you're commenting. I think the fact that some people on the internet are live commenting your match is a reason for a ping. Yeah,
I don't think that's it.
See, I get upset when I miss my match commentaries for my own matches. You know, like
if I do more commentary, I'll make sure to ping them.
Okay, good.
Okay, so this one should be. Have you played against Skuzel? Like, it's not fair. It's just not fair.
Let me check if I've played against him. One moment.
Skuzel is just like a brick wall. It's just like he never retreats. He just walks forwards and kills you. Look at this slaughter.
Yeah, this is just an absolute crushing blow for Mr. Rentat against Skuzel here. Even though he will win the match.
By the way, Skuzel, the first match that Skuzel ever lost was against me, so I still.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. But I don't think I can consistently beat Skuzel. Usually I just end up just dying. Yeah, about the whole ping thing, like, I'm the type of person that if you send me a message, I'm gonna read it like 5 hours later probably. Like, I have all of my sounds turned off. Like, I only use my phone for calling people and being called, and I hate messages, so I know that's weird for most people apparently, but like, I'm the type of person, if you want me, then just call me and I'll pick up if I feel like it, and otherwise just don't.
Ooh, these both are pretty evenly matched. They're both lower ranked players. This will be interesting to see how this goes. Red shotgun going for the right play there, but also blue team's shotgun will probably go up top and take those there. So looks like
the lower ranked matches can be more fun to watch than the higher.
Yeah, blue team looks like it's gonna have a blue team's positioning around the resources is better right now. I think they're gonna close it out.
Yeah, but can blue team hold the resource in the middle there? Because it's gonna come down to that resource, right?
Yeah, 2 bottom, 3 top, 4 top. No, they don't.
They don't need to. Yeah, they don't need to. Yeah. So blue should be easily winning this round.
Yeah.
It depends on what the shotgun for red is gonna do. Everything hinges on that. And also that middle resource.
Yeah, no, the assault bot's just gonna take it.
Yeah, if the shotgun for red can go
to right under an MG. Oh my god. That was the riskiest play I've seen in this tournament. Was that shotgun just
that's what I do. My shotgun will never shoot at the
Yeah.
enemy unless it has to. It just goes for resources often.
Yeah.
But not that ballsy. I mean,
that was an insane steal. It almost makes me wish that they didn't need the other resource.
Just passing.
Just gone past big guy, you know.
just passing. Hello, I am your friend. I take this now. Bye bye. It reminds me of the seagulls in Finding Nemo. Mine?
Oh yeah. Or like the seagull that walked into that one shop and just took a bag of chips, then walked out. Have you seen that?
No, but it sounds amazing.
Hilarious.
I have a friend who's obsessed with raccoons, so everybody keeps linking him these gifs of raccoons doing the most silly shit ever.
That's great.
It's amazing. It seems like Grubhub has the advantage here. There's slightly more pressure on the on everything.
Yeah, Grubhot's ranked almost a whole 100 elo higher, and as we talked about, 1200 elo is a little hard to break, but I think it was either way. But
it does matter a lot.
for
The difference
domination.
between 1100 and 1200 is a lot bigger than between, say, 1200.
It's especially big for domination, which generally has like a lower elo cap than all the other modes.
Yeah, because it inflates slower, right? Grubhub is starting to be a bit indecisive, though. Should we ping those guys, by the way?
Yeah,
I don't think either of them are...
I'll double check. Jordan's not there, and David's not
I
there.
don't think I've
No.
seen either.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen either player. Yeah. For the next match, I think both players are on Discord. I'm not sure for JBD.
Yeah, I'll wait till we get to that match, though.
Yeah. I'm just checking if. Yeah, no. Just comment pigeon. Okay. And then it's your match upcoming if you've seen it already.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what's happening.
It's Revenge versus Ikode.
Yeah, this will be interesting. You'll get to see my updated bot.
Oh, is it your latest elimination bot?
That's a good question. See, I had an elim bot that got to 1500. But then my elim bot went down to 1300, so it could be anywhere within that range.
Yeah, no, but it always picks the previous tournament match.
No,
it'll never pick from ranked.
Like, I auto-upload.
What do you mean with auto-upload?
Like, I click the upload button.
Yeah, which means it... What?
If you click the deploy button for your match, it will...
Yeah.
You can choose what to deploy.
Yeah.
So you can deploy matches from your ranked. But if it auto-deploys, it will automatically choose from... That's why I always...
No. So if you click the deploy button, you have to choose which of your AIs you want to use. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so,
and if you did you do that?
yes. So these should be the latest update, but should be.
Because the way the auto deploy works is it doesn't take it from ranked. The auto deploy takes it from the tournament.
Yeah, I lost a round to that. It kind of sucked.
There was some confusion about that yesterday.
Grubhot's still ahead despite David having more bases.
Yeah, despite losing all the bases. 1 minute. It's still possible for David to win this, actually.
10 points behind.
Yeah, if David puts all of his...
See, that's the thing. We need to see more players that if it's less than a minute, they should just stick all their bots on base, or less than 45 seconds. Just, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna check the. I'm gonna check the wiki right now, because I think the wiki has the timings. main page. Game modes.
Also, I have a question. If you have a blue
Once a base.
if you have
Capturing takes 10 seconds.
if you have a blue base and an enemy captures it, and an enemy is on it, but it's still blue, do you get the points for it or no?
No. If a bot from both teams is on a base, then nobody scores and it's locked.
So even if like the base is fully capped and then an enemy walks on, it doesn't count as a score?
Yeah, it stopped scoring, but the minute it steps off, it continues. So it's not like it resets, but it stops scoring.
I got some really silly strategies to try.
You can watch the inner circle is a score circle, and that one goes up and down, and you can see how it works by watching a domination match for a while.
Yeah, I've been thinking about making a shotgun that just sits on enemy base.
So it seems if I read the wiki right, it seems like it takes
David's
10
actually
seconds
gonna close this
to
off.
capture it. So I guess it also takes 10 seconds to recapture it. So 20 seconds in total.
Yeah.
So 1 minute is not I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you need some sort of counter to count it up.
But it looks like David's actually going to close out this Alimba. It doesn't matter if Grub Hot won the other two modes. So, yeah.
It seems like the wiki is not up to date with...
Game, set, and match.
Yeah, but I think neither player are neither top anymore, so... I'm not sure if it matters. Grub Hot has a decent set of AIs, though. I like it. Common Pigeon. I think you can ping Common Pigeon. Yeah.
And is JVD on Discord? I thought you said I don't see him on Discord.
I don't think so. No, okay. I don't think so. Oh god, I'll have to be moderator for a second. There's a guy on Discord. For some reason, spamming emotes.
Common Pigeon isn't doing bad for his rating here in collection.
I mean, Common Pigeon is probably underrated because of the strong performance last season. Probably just hasn't played a lot of matches this season yet.
Yeah, that's a mistake we see at the bottom there with the shotgun. A lot of times shotguns will continue to, even if aimed at. It's just a common mistake you see at lower elos. Because it's usually better to just try and push the sniper back, or it's just not gonna, or to just go directly at the sniper instead of the...
Yeah, I don't know what the best strategy there is. I think if a sniper is that far removed from his allies, like that one, maybe you can just go in and
kill it.
Yeah,
you could just rush it down.
Yeah. It seems like JBDB should have this game, but it's really messy, so maybe not.
Yeah, Common Pigeon looks like they're gonna score an assault to tie it up at the top, but JBD has the positional advantage on literally all of the resources, so...
Yeah, but it's a weird decision to do that, because I feel like if Common Pigeon gets a shotgun or an assault behind JBDB there, it might all collapse fairly quickly. Okay, so now JBDB is ahead, and I don't know how Pigeon would stop that. Like, what's the victory path here for Common Pigeon?
They have to. Their assault bot at the top would have to reach the resource on the right, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
look
but
like it's
the sniper is
the sniper is sitting.
Yeah,
on
the
it.
sniper is in range of those resources and sitting on the base. So.
The best that Common Pigeon can hope for right now is to stop the bottom shotgun from scoring, which doesn't look like it's going to happen either, and for their assault to reach the top and tie the game.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna make it there in time. It looks like they're shotgun.
I don't understand why JBDB keeps dropping the resource every time a sniper aims at the bot. Like, just keep going, man.
It's because of the thing I told you, where you don't want moving it while aimed at a sniper. But the thing is, the shotgun's
yeah, you do.
The shotgun's,
why would you?
The shotgun's at full health.
You should
full shield. Like, you should do it if not at 100%. So if you take even a tick of damage, then you should drop it.
No, my shotgun will not drop the resource unless it's at 0%.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. Why would you? Why would you? You can just score that resource.
But couldn't your bot just die?
Like, there's no way for the. Yeah, but then it dies and respawns. It's fine. You scored. If I'm scoring, like, I just tune out all the noise. I just scored that resource.
So it looks like, yeah, that's game for JBD.
Finally. Oh god. Also, I have a super high priority node in the very beginning of my AI that says if I'm at short range of a base with a resource, just score.
Keep running. You can score. You can score. No, you're right there. They can make that in 20 seconds. If that bot made it, they can make it there. Can it make it in 14 seconds?
Yeah, come on.
Is it gonna make it? Is it gonna draw it? Oh.
I think JBDB is closer to the base than.
Oh, that's game. So close. He almost.
Yeah, both players keep dropping the resource. You have the resource. Score it.
Don't drop the resource. If you're watching the stream, don't drop the resource.
We're making it sound as if we're even slightly competent collection players, which is funny.
Yeah. We're not. All right.
We're just idiots. It's fine.
I'm not a competent.
Who's the biggest idiot? Are you or
I'm the biggest.
Am I the biggest idiot or are you?
Idiot in domination. I don't know anything about domination.
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident in both collection and elimination because when the game first started, it was collection and elimination combined. So I tend to do well in both of those modes. But domination's newer, so I don't have it down to science yet.
I love it when you have a new AI. You can be so excited about it.
I always get excited over my AI. So new. Like, okay, this is actually strong. Like, you can tell when I make something that's actually worthwhile because it actually gives you a challenge.
I think this should be another win for JBDB, right? It seems like.
Yeah.
Combat is better. Board control is better. Those two snipers, man. It's so hard to push into two snipers.
Yeah, pushing into snipers is difficult. Especially on domination where they can just respawn too.
Yeah. Yeah, you should definitely not go out of your way to go kill snipers.
Yeah.
But that
honestly, so if this was my bots on domination, what my bots would be doing is they'd just be flanking around the back and trying to cap that back base and pressuring the snipers. Like I would, my sauce would just rush the bottom.
Yeah, but you'd also lose.
I mean, I also lose a lot. Yeah, so maybe that's not the best strat, but.
In a 3-base map, what my bots basically try to do is try to lose as much points as possible. That seems to be what my AI does in every 3-base map. I don't think I win even 20% of my 3-base maps.
Oh my god, yeah. It's so hard to push though and take stuff back.
Yeah.
I mean, the best you can hope for is to stall the middle ground while keeping the rest of your bots on.
I've been thinking about just having a note that says if it's 3 base map, just play elimination.
Would that work?
I don't think so, but would be interesting.
That sounds like an interesting experiment.
And then maybe have the shotguns try to cap bases or something. I tried it, I think, and I think it didn't work.
Yeah, JVD has a solid lead. I don't think Pigeon's gonna come back from this, unfortunately.
JBDB is a solid player. Isn't JBDB also in the top of?
Yeah, I believe so. I lost my matches to JBD, but then again, I told you I've been late deploying all my matches. I think this time is the only time I actually deployed my current up to date AIs. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, because you keep deploying like early on, and then you make your AI better, and then I already.
Yeah, that's what keeps happening.
I keep doing that too. I think it would be a good idea if GFX would do something like if you score 50 points, the match is over.
Yeah, we've been talking about this, that if not just that, but if you can calculate the max amount of points on a map left in relation to time and just
I think that's not a good idea because it would make it too complicated. Like it would suddenly show like, hey, you lost, and it might be confusing for some players. But then somebody mentioned that you
because what if it's wrong, or what if you disagree with it? You know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it's like
then again, if you put a little message there that's why you lost, like there's mathematically no way to win, maybe players will accept it.
Yeah, I mean,
but I would also maybe like that it's just first to 50 maybe.
Yeah.
I understand that there's a lot of matches that still change beyond that point, but it's tough right now that to watch a full 5-minute match.
Yeah.
Which means that I just fast forward all my matches and then I don't get better. So.
Yeah, I think 50-point difference would be.
How good is JBDB's elimination AI?
Ooh, Pigeon's actually coming out on top of this, but Pigeon's ranked a lot higher in elimination, it looks like.
I think, if I recall correctly, JBDB's shotguns try to go aggressively for short range, even when there's 8 bots in range.
Yeah.
Which is commendable, just not a good idea.
I tried doing that with my shotgun, and I lost a lot of elo, because it's just really hard to use shotguns effectively in an 8v8, unless you can somehow single them out or find areas of pressure to really capitalize off it.
Yeah, I agree entirely.
Ooh, and
don't tell anyone that I agree with you. I do. I like the
right
the
there though. JBD, the other 2 assaults were low health, and the shotgun moved into sniper, and they probably could have taken out a sniper as a 1-for-1 trade there.
Yeah, I think JBDB needs work on their elimination. Yeah, I think it's. But again, once you get close to 1400, the level just changed a lot, and Common Pigeon is close to that level. So.
Did I ever tell you I made a shotgun about? I made a shotgun that only reacts to enemy.
Oh, come
movements.
on, Common Pigeon, just kill him. This is what I hate: is AIs that are up 5 points and they still take it defensively. Just kill him.
You know what happens when AI gets. Have you?
You can just walk into short range and just kill him.
Have you seen what happens when my AI? Have you actually like seen this? I don't think.
No, because I always win against you.
No. I meant in the. US. No, I always I think I've lost almost every Elim game in the tournament, right? So you haven't actually seen what my Elim AIs have done, right?
I haven't seen your full operational battle power. I'm looking forward. You're next.
Yeah, I'm next.
What do you think? You think you're gonna crush Ikode? I want to see that sweet 3-0 victory. Come on, kill it. Kill it. Do it.
Oh, you have no idea how hard it is to watch this, because when my Elim AIs get a 2-person lead, they charge full in. All of them. They just swarm.
Yeah. Yeah.
They end the match. They're like, oh, I'm 2 points ahead. Okay, the match is over.
Somebody asked earlier in the week on Discord, like, do you take your I don't know, your assaults to medium range? And I'm like, are you kidding? My snipers go to short range if I'm winning. Just which isn't always the best idea, but yeah. Because I'm like, the game ends faster if I push my sniper to short.
I'm ready to get so embarrassed here. I'm just gonna. I'm scared to lose.
You're both going.
I'm scared.
So Ikode is going for that bottom lane score, so that's not good for you. But you have the advantage at the top. It's a 2v4 there. So if you can grab that resource there, yeah, there you go.
I'm like,
now you just have
waiting
to.
For your harsh judgment. I'm just like, your bots suck.
No, man, you're. I think you're doing it perfectly right now. I mean, technically, I think you could have done even better if you somehow dropped the resource with this shotgun and made another bot score it, and then. But that's, I don't know who does that.
Yeah.
The problem you're running into is that Ikode is just way faster at scoring than you. So now you have to defend all of those resources. And Ikode has a really strong offensive push, so it'll be tough to hold. But you're winning right now, right?
I think so.
In theory.
I actually use, but the reason
you're starting to lose it.
I have specific code for calculating the match scores, so that's why my shotgun doesn't know what it's doing.
Ooh, I think you just lost it.
No!
Revenge!
I know!
Why?
I choked. Oh no.
This is how I always lose. Your AI looks like mine, which is not a compliment.
What happened there? How did I lose?
Ikode was just faster with scoring.
Yeah. Maybe I should just improve like my scoring speed. Okay.
Respect was talking about it yesterday, where he wants to.
That's true. Oh, there's.
No, you're gonna win this one.
No, I'm not. My
revenge,
domination thing on the planet.
You can do this, man. You can do this. I believe in you. Yes, you can do this. You're ahead. You got more bases.
For now. It gets worse
almost
as it goes along.
I love how you retreat. I love how your bots retreat into the base and they're like, I can score while running. Come on, man. Yeah, equalized. Ooh, you're ahead. You're ahead.
Stepping off the base, they're not sure if that's a smart idea, but it's what they're doing. In order to take this base.
Your shotgun is doing a little dance.
While staying on the base.
Yep.
Okay.
Dance, monkey
this
dance.
isn't bad. This isn't bad so far. My AIs have a thing where if I'm in the lead, if I control more bases, they stay on the base. So as long as I control more bases, I should be in the clear. It's when the bases are even or I control less bases that I start running into serious problems.
Ooh, your shotgun decided to pick a fight when it shouldn't. Spaghetti-o.
No.
Give me Jesus. Revenge gotta get his revenge.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
That's not good. No, what you doing?
Be picking these fights.
Why you know win? Why you know win fights? Why you go for that base?
I think my shotgun's bugged. I honestly think my shotgun is bugged.
Uh-oh, it's going panic mode. It's going panic mode. Oh, it's doing a little dance again.
No. This is so bad.
Just a little dance. Shake that
I
booty.
think my shotgun's bugged.
You had the match.
No. It's over. It's so over.
Your shotgun is basically just you. It just got bored halfway through the match and wandered off. You can still win though.
This isn't... I need to work on my domination AI. It's pretty pathetic.
The problem with that right base there is that it's right near the spawn point, so... Ooh, you're doing it though. If you can push away those shotguns.
Come on, sniper, you're so close to the base. Okay.
Is this the point where I point out that you're like 30 points behind?
Yeah, this is... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to clutch this, unfortunately. Oh, I'm taking
It's
back
all about
one.
that clutch though.
No, come on, assault bot. Don't... Why'd you stop?
He got bored.
Okay, we're pushing them off that base. Taking back the... If we can take back all... No, it's not. That collection loss really hit me, though. I don't think that was my latest that wasn't even my latest collection. It was probably my outdated one. Yeah, that was my outdated collection AI. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it.
You had one job. I mean, you can... I'm still looking forward to seeing your latest elimination.
Okay, good. So at least there's something to enjoy here.
You sound so bummed out.
Well, I want to win a match. Every single player I face. It's just... I'm disappointed in myself,
Yeah,
okay? I just...
You're like the fifth best player on green team and just never win.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen. One day,
someday I'll win a tournament, but not today.
I haven't won a single tournament in all, and I've played a lot of them. But I've come in second in like 7 different tournaments.
Is it even possible for me to reach top 3 even if I win every next match? I don't think it is.
I don't know what your score is currently, but I think I doubt it.
Yeah, I'm ranked.
Maybe.
I'm ranked 15 right now, so need a lot of wins.
Papa needs some brand new shoes.
There's 2 people.
Elimination. Go, go, go. Go, revenge pods.
Oh, here we go. Bolt 97, that's not right. Wait, why is there a machine gun? No, wait, my bots are on the left.
Are you guys okay if I can restart the stream in a few minutes to see if I can reduce latency? Yeah, GFX sub, that'll be fine by us. We're just being idiots, so...
As you can see, I like to push hard with my bots. Oh, am I gonna pick up the... No, I'm not gonna pick up the kill on that bottom assault.
Yeah, you are, because it's very courageous to go for the health pack that's closest to you.
Oh no, I'm taking damage in the mid. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Do a little dance. Do a little dance.
Do dance. That's what my bots do best. It's dance.
Hey, GFX, could you add barrel rolls as a move for revenge? So Revenge can do a barrel roll and avoid the shots.
Yeah, you take less damage if you dodge, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, my Veilbot survived that. I thought it was dead. Yeah, I actually used something I think you told me, and that my bots fire when they're out of range now, and they're low health. And they're low shield, I mean.
Nice.
So they'll actually step out of range, fire, and then step back in range once they're clear.
Ooh, it's so close, man. It's so close.
Come on. Okay, one of them grabbed a health pack. That's big.
Oh my. This is probably really annoying for anyone watching because we're like 15 seconds.
I got a kill. I got a pick.
Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh no, my bot's like a sliver of health. Look at my middle bot.
I can't even see the red anymore.
Yeah, there's no red left.
One HP.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that one's
watch
gonna
here.
die.
Revenge. Get his revenge on
That middle one's gonna
Nicole.
die, yep. Now it's 1-1. I'm pushing really hard, and I don't care if you take a loss.
Are you sure this is your latest AI? Because your score up there says that it's 12
Well, that's probably
97.
my accurate score for this AI. It's probably what I deployed.
Oh, man.
At least I didn't deploy my shotgun
rider.
AI for this. Okay.
You promised me a big crushing victory in an elimination.
Oh, there's still a minute 30 for that to happen, I think. It's just, this is a really hard push. Okay, middle one's taking the force field, that's good. I think that health pack, no, my bots aren't even going for that health. They're just trying to push so hard. They want this to be a win, but it's just, the machine gun and sniper are just denying it.
They're so embarrassed by the previous two matches that they just want to show to you that they can do it. They're trying extra hard.
They're trying so hard. No. Okay. It's that one's out of sliver.
This is not good for my heart, man. Seriously.
No.
Ooh, is it that?
No. They're gonna get the pick on sniper, maybe. Maybe. Come on.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Come on. Oh,
Come on.
My sniper's attacking their sniper. No, it's so bad. 20 seconds left in the match. It's gonna be a draw. No, it's gonna be a win for.
Revenge.
I'm so bad.
You had one job.
I'm so bad. Okay, see, everyone's gonna think I'm like the worst player in the world after this tournament. They're gonna be like, oh, we're just the trashiest
that's
player.
what they're gonna think.
He lost to everyone.
That's what.
Literally everyone.
That's what. That's what they're gonna think after the tournament, sure.
Yeah,
okay, so GFX is gonna restart.
Yeah, he's gonna try and reduce it for us.
Oh, I shouldn't watch the screen. I'm spoiling myself. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah.